Hi, I'm Krasm, and I'm getting ready to install a OEM 150 watts AC converter in my 2005 Chevy Uplander. Now, mine didn't actually come with converter, so obviously I'm retrofitting it. I got this bracket and the converter out of a junkyard, and I figure what better thing to do than show people what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the bracket um, to the back of the passenger side real wheel well trim cover. That way this, when I mark it, goes right where it should. I got all the bolts and the bracket and the converter at a local junkyard, so you'll have to do the same or buy it on eBay. So the bracket, this should be pointing this way because there'll be a screw that attaches to here for the mounting of the actual inverter, and then there's a little knock right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to black this entire thing out. That way when I take a Dremel to it, all I got to do is get rid of all the black, and it should be good for installing the outlet. The outlet has a little bit of a lip, so if I make a small mistake, it'll get covered up. Alright, so I'm going to drill out all the black area. I'll just leave the bracket here, that way I have that as a guide. I'm just using a, I can't remember the bit, I'll put it in the description. And I'm going to sand it, and it should be good to go. This is what it looks like on this side. It's not perfect, but even the one at the junkyard when I looked at it wasn't perfect. Should just be big enough to slide this in. Pop it open, should be up and down, and that's good for there. Almost looks like stock. Alright. Dry fitting the inverter. When I went to the junkyard, I also made certain I got these brackets right here. I also got the bolt for right down here. It's actually missing, so I'm going to have to go find it. It's probably an M10, so if I don't find it, I'm not terribly worried about it. So dry fitting it, it goes on this little peg right here. and then these go right here. This bracket will slide in this way, this bracket will slide in this way. Looks like when I push this backwards, I'm getting a little bit of interference on this bolt. So I'm going to cut a little bit X in this insulation, and that should fix that problem. Be careful using a razor, you don't cut yourself because it hurts and it's dumb to cut yourself. So there's that. Take this bracket off. Oh, nope, I did not lose it. There it is. That's what happens when you forget what you've done a couple days ago. That's just gonna go right there. Carefully slide this behind here so the screw goes in there and catches. And do the same thing with the other one. Just gonna take me a moment. Then once you attach this, there's a couple cables to connect, and you should have a stock inverter installed. The reason I'm doing an inverter in the back is I have 2 daughters, and they're only getting bigger and playing with more power-hungry toys. So to help alleviate some issues in the future, I figure inverter in the front, inverter in the back. And this is where the other part for the plug goes. You attach it this way, that way the plug doesn't wiggle. This little plug goes to the plug. There is this power lead that goes into the bottom of this inverter right here, and the inverter is now plugged up, and we'll have to tighten down these bolts and then put the trim on, and we should be finished installing this GM part number 151171110, 115 volt alternating current, 150 watts.